Dear listener, I know that you are used to hilarious intros featuring such memorable characters as Insane Ghoul Man, Wet Goblin, Sports Orc, and many more. But today I, Chris, seek to present you with a different paradigm, a way of contextualizing the sounds and emotions you are about to hear and experience. As you know, I record this show with my good and handsome friend Aaron, who is a professional dungeon master in Adelaide, but not the good kind with the leather, just with the dice. Our first season was a Dungeons & Dragons adjacent fantasy setting, and so it made a lot of sense to use D&D 5e as a basis for the GM advice and stat blocks in our supplementary materials and in our discussions of mechanics. But Season 2 takes place in a solar system drowned beneath the endless oceans of the celestial deep, and there are no elves in it. So we discussed several options for systems to act as a kind of framework for the season, and one of them was Bladesinthedark by the inimitable John Harper. Thank you, John. I needed a little convincing, and so Aaron talked me and my cool adult son, Sage, through character creation and a short scenario, unrelated to our setting. The recording you are about to hear is rough, and when I mean rough, I mean like a cat licking your eyeballs, or a turtle laying eggs in your ears. But I am releasing this as 2 bonus episodes because it connects to our ethos in this show, and that is to showcase all parts of the creative process. To be honest, this was never really meant for public consumption, but I think it's an interesting insight into how these things work. I did in the end become convinced that Bladesinthedark was a good structure for the crew and freebooter kind of vibe that Season 2 was going for. So I hope you can get something out of this, and if not, I'm sorry. Not that sorry, to be frank, just a little. Anyway, enjoy.
Firefox, and now I don't know where it's gone, so give me a minute.
I have Firefox and Edge open at the same time because I prefer to use Firefox for everything except fucking Riverside.
I like using Chrome, but actually Chrome used to be really, really good.
Wait,
skipped from Firefox to Chrome because Firefox was such a resource hog. And it took about 5 years for Chrome to become an even bigger resource hog. But now I'm all invested in Chrome. I've got Chrome on my mind.
So yes, but you guys are able to see that Riverside is showing my screen of
I can see
stuff
your screen,
here.
Yeah, I can see a map.
We can get into your computer from here, Aaron. We can see all of the furry porn.
It's not furry. The shaved Wookiee is definitively not furry.
Okay, the shaved furry porn. Which part of Sonic the Hedgehog is the hair? That's what I want to know.
It's his
Asking
tummy.
the real questions. His tummy's not hair. Explicitly, that's the nude part of him.
Why is it only showing me 2 videos at once?
Odd, like two people's heads.
Yeah, and sometimes it's mine, which doesn't seem useful.
You probably don't worry about it.
No, it's just distracting. That's all. I'm not even upset or anything. I'm not even going to cry about it or anything.
Oh, good.
Stupid like that.
That's
thanks.
Honestly, for the best, we are recording this, and that could be a little embarrassing.
No, I'm not embarrassed by that. I'm like Jordan Peterson. He loves to cry, and he thinks
he really does.
He loves to cry.
Well,
I didn't know that about him.
Beautiful.
I guess I'm too manly to understand.
No, because the real masculinity is allowing yourself the space to cry.
Yeah, and then not crying. That's what the real masculinity is. It's saying, I'm okay with crying, and then not crying. That's true strength.
Wait, yeah? Okay.
Hey, Jordan Peterson is different from Key and Peele.
Yeah. It's also different from Jordan Peterson.
Also different from Charlie Kirk. God bless and rest his soul.
Only in so much that he has a heartbeat still.
I'm leaving this in the recording.
This one's going in the
CIA
freaking bloopers reel.
Do you know what would be the best part of the CIA listening to this podcast? It means someone would be listening to this podcast.
One view, CIA.
One view. Yeah, they'd have to.
Do I have to sign something?
I think it's...
What?
No, because you're going to have me on and you're going to publish my voice and my intellectual property, so I just wanted to...
No, your face is worthless. I'm just going to tell you that now, son.
Do I press launch game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how it launches the game.
I do want the game to be launched.
See, Aaron, my son is not much of a gamer. Unfortunately...
I'm really not.
So he doesn't understand that you have to launch game.
I can't even figure out how to install Roblox, to be honest. And children can install Roblox.
If you want to play Roblox, you just go to somewhere really scummy and try and find the pedophile. It's just quicker. And probably cheaper.
Fighting a pedophile is free.
That's a good
I
idea.
don't know why kids want all those Robux.
It really is awful.
I don't know. I've never played it. I don't think I haven't been diagnosed with anything, so I don't think I can legally download it.
Oh yeah,
I think you should be.
Just because you're not diagnosed doesn't mean you're not suffering. All right, looks like you're into the Roll20.
I am. How do I have them both at the same time?
Well, I can't help you with that. That's a your machine problem. But whilst you're fiddling around with that, I'm going to get you guys to see your character sheets.
Oh, this is great. Should I also be on Roll20?
Yes, you should be getting into Roll20.
Okay.
Basically nowish.
Yeah, I'm in Roll20.
All right.
I'm in there.
What about you, Sage?
Are you in there?
Yeah, I'm in there.
Okay, great.
I can see the map.
So beautiful. In the top right-hand corner, there's a series of tabs. The third one will second or third, depending on, because I see things differently as a GM, is a little book with sparkles on it marked journal. If you're in that tab, you should see that there is a character drop down, and in there is your name. If you click upon that,
yep, I did. It's empty.
It will be, yes, it's a blank playbook.
Oh, cool.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, great.
There's so much here.
So it looks like a lot. It's not a huge amount for you guys to really do.
This is like a powered by the apocalypse, like in some ways.
In some ways, yes.
Not as prescriptive.
So the first thing that we're going to do is you're going to choose which type, so essentially what class you're going to play. Mm-hmm. I am going to omit one of them because I don't want to play around with the sort of occult magic, necromancy, ghost shit in a basic intro. So I'm going to just quickly describe which playbooks are available, and then you're both going to pick a different one each. Okay. So just have a moment to listen. There is the Cutter. Cutters are good at winning fights with violence and with intimidation. Play a Cutter if you want to get your way. The Hound. Hound are good at tracking things down and also long-distance combat. Play a Hound if you wish to choose your battles. The Leech. Leeches are good at using alchemy and wrecking stuff with sabotage. Play a Leech if you want to be creative with weird tools. The Lurk. Lurks are good at sneaking around and breaking into places. Play a Lurk if you want to slink around in the shadows. The Slide. Slides are good at social situations and subterfuge. Play a Slide if you want to manipulate and deceive people. And the Spider. Spiders are good at masterminding maneuvers. Play a Spider if you want to assist teammates and deal with other factions.
Let Sage choose it.
What jumped out at you there, Sage?
I like the Slide or the Leech. The Leech said something about playing with tools, and I kind of, that appeals to me.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got a hammer.
Amazon recommended me a new wrench.
Good for you. All right, so Leech, what about you, Chris?
I was thinking what was the one after Cutter?
The Hound.
The Hound, that's the one, yeah. The Hound.
All right, then. So in your playbook,
yes.
Where it says playbook in the top right-hand corner, if you, Sage, if you'd like to type Leech, and Chris, if you type Hound, and then hit Enter, you'll find that a whole bunch of your sheet automatically gets filled in, and it gets filtered down a little bit.
That's crazy. How'd you do that? Did you code that?
The future is now.
Yeah. The power of the internet and somebody's very careful programming I highly appreciate. All right. Now, next up, we're going to pick a heritage, which on your character sheet you will see is on the left-hand side beneath name and look. We're not going to go too much into the lore of Dosfol, so this is just sort of for funsies. I'll just quickly read out the short versions of these heritage there. If you're from Akaros, which is where Dosfol is the capital of, then it's the largest, most industrialized land in the Imperium and is home to the capital city as well as Duskwall itself. They are known as a diverse conglomeration of cultures that have grown together in close proximity for centuries, sort of like Europe. If you want to play something more like a rootless wanderer, you could be from the Dagger Isles. They often grow up on ships and travel a lot before settling down.
So cool.
Corsairs and merchants. If you want to be from a culture considered foreign by the locals, you could be from Eruvia, a rich and powerful desert kingdom from the far south, something like Persia, Egypt, and India. If you want to be from a place considered wild by the rest of the empire, you could be from Severos, outside the few imperial settlements. Most Severosi live in nomadic horse tribes. If you want to be from a marginalized people, the folk of Skovlin, the island kingdom just across the sea from Doskvol. Skovlin was last to be brought under the imperial rule over the course of the 36-year Unity War, which ended only a few years ago, and there are many Skovlander refugees, having lost their homes, have washed up in the capital. And finally, there are the people of Tykeros, which is a semi-mythical place far away beyond the northern Void Sea, and everyone says that the people there are part demon. If you do choose this heritage, you actually kind of need to pick a sort of weird telltale like black shark eyes or feathers instead of hair, etc., that mark your character.
Furry.
All right, Sage.
No, I like that.
What's your thinking?
I want to have.
That's what I thought. I was thinking like.
All right, you're going to be from Tykeros.
Yeah, I want to be crazy.
So we'll bear that in mind when we come to your look.
I
thought we were playing somebody different. Sage, just as a character. Love it. All right, so you can then type Tykeros. You can see the spelling is just below the heritage. What about you, Chris?
I thought it was funny when you said, "Would you like to be from a marginalized people?" I think it's fun. I don't, because I feel like I'm from a marginalized community now. But the Dagger Isles, obviously, because
beautiful.
They're so cool. Do I write that in?
You do indeed, in the heritage section there. Now we're going to pick a background, and you can see the options that are there: academic, labor, law, trade, military, noble, or underworld. So you'll pick one, but then you'll give it a short description, kind of like a character concept. So if you picked labor, you might be a stevedore from the North Hook Company. If you picked military, you might say a wandering mercenary. If you're underworld, you're a street urchin or a young thug. If you're an academic, maybe you're a philosopher, a journalist. So just pick something nice and simple like that. 2 to 3 words.
Yes, Sage, you do.
Academic.
You do that first, because I already.
Academic.
Wow. Typical.
Academic. Beautiful.
Typical.
That makes sense for you. Are you but what we add something to it? Are you a disgraced academic? Are you or a disgraced alchemist? Or are you a tinkerer on the run? Did you blow somebody up with an explosive accidentally? You need to put a sort of second and third word in there to give us a little mini concept.
Yep. So I dropped out internet-wise.
So we just need a little short sentence about this. So what kind of academic were you? Were you a disgraced alchemist? Were you somebody who does chemistry in oldie times? Were you insane bomb maker? Were you a adjective job title is a good way to go.
So can I just go to mine that I already wrote
Yes,
in?
please.
I wrote in cynical exiled noble.
Beautiful.
Is that
fantastic?
Is that all right? Is that
okay, perfect?
Cool.
And we've got an alchemist in training.
Yeah.
And just because I can see that you've had a little bit of a typo in there.
Me?
No.
Yeah.
Sage.
Good.
So,
that sounds
all right. Beautiful. So now we've sort of got a rough idea of what your character is. We're going to assign 4 more action dots. Now, each of you will see on the right-hand side, there's the list of 12 actions.
Yep.
I will just very briefly cover what they are. You'll see that your playbooks already have some dots spent for you, and in a moment you'll get to pick an action that matches your heritage, an action that matches your background, and then 2 wherever you damn well like. And when you justify those first 2, you're sort of making the story as you go. It's meant to be inspiring, not prescriptive. Hunting is about...
Like the movie Good Will Hunting.
No. Hunt is about tracking targets. It's ambushing. It's precision shooting from a distance. Studying is scrutinizing details and interpreting evidence. Surveying is observing situations and anticipating outcomes. Tinker is fiddling with devices and mechanisms. Finesse is employing dexterous manipulation or subtle misdirection. Prowling is traversing skillfully and quietly. Skirmishing is getting up and close to a target with close combat and making sure they can't escape easily. Wrecking is unleashing savage force and destroying things. Attune is to open your mind to the ghost field and other arcane powers. Be the thing that I use the least, but anybody can still have a sort of vibe check on an area.
Is this like arcane, like an arcane check a little bit?
Yeah, to an extent, sort of like cross between like detect magic, arcane check, and just a sort of general vibe check.
I'm very
Not
woke.
woke.
First of all the slurs that I say in our mainline recordings, I take out. I beat
That's
them
big
out.
of you. That's really big
all
of
the
you.
weird anti-Semitic stuff. All the weird anti-Semitic stuff that Aaron says, beeped out.
Yeah, that takes a long time.
Yeah, but when I
use...
You remember that rant when you were going on about like the how the elders of Zion are actually rat men?
I bet when I start using crazy pronouns, you'll bleep that out too. It's bipartisan.
like G
Yeah,
and
G and
Jer.
Jer. No, Jer is
I
Zer
think you
is
can do that.
that's Zim's friend from yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I accept you as who you are. If you want to use crazy pronouns, that's cool, man.
Thank you. I might actually. I'll let you know.
So, Sage, I'm guessing I lost you in the middle of my
Yes, I'm
ramble
very
on
sad I
about what the
missed that.
actions
Genuinely.
do. I will quickly go over it again. I'm going to do this in alphabetical order just because it's easier for me. So attuning is opening your mind to the ghost field and other arcane powers. It's also getting you vibe checks of an area. Commanding is compelling swift obedience. Consorting is socializing with friends and contacts. Finessing is employing dexterous manipulation and subtle misdirection. Hunting is tracking a target and potentially shooting them. Prowling is traversing skillfully and quietly. Skirmishing is entangling a target in close combat so they cannot easily escape. Studying is scrutinizing details and interpreting evidence. Surveying is observing a situation and anticipating outcomes. Swaying is influencing with guile, charm, or argument. Tinkering is fiddling with devices and mechanisms. And wrecking is unleashing savage force and destruction. Now, you'll notice that there is plenty of crossover between these things. If you wanted to knock down a door, wreck is the sort of logical choice, but you could eventually skirmish it as well.
You could tinker a door down. Unscrew the
You could absolutely tinker a door down. Yeah, precisely. You can. Sometimes it's just there are multiple ways of doing things. Sometimes using another skill just means you have what's called limited effect, and I'll talk about that sort of thing later. Each of you already have 3 dots spent. You now get to put 1 dot in that sort of matches your heritage. How it matches your heritage is entirely up to you. Another dot in that matches your background. Again, how it matches your background is entirely up to you. And then 2 dots wherever you feel like it. You can't go above 2 dots in a skill at this point.
Can you say again? Sorry, can you say again how many dots we have?
You have a total of 4.
Total of 4.
One of them is put into an action that matches your heritage.
For heritage, yep. And 1 for
One
background?
matches background, and then 2 wherever you damn well like.
Okay. And we justify it in like a fluffy way.
Exactly right.
Explain to me Tycheros again.
So Tycheros were the semi-mythical location far to the north, where people are considered to be partly demonic.
And
Like
demons
captives.
often have some sort of like mythical ability to convince people of things. Brilliant.
They absolutely do. So Sway is a brilliant choice. Just for consideration later on, 1 dice gives you essentially a 50-50 chance of success without spending any resources. So even with just a little bit of stress, you can roll 2 dice and have a 75% chance of success. So 1 or 2 dots is quite a bit. So you've selected study for your alchemist training background. That makes sense. And then what else
I
did
got
you do?
survey as well, just kind of cause. I got finesse because I feel like I'd have dexterous fingers. And I put sway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Crazy demon.
Yeah, love it. Chris, what are you thinking for your background?
Okay, so for my background, I was going to put two into command. I feel like now hold on. Now command is commanding people, right?
It absolutely is.
Right. So I figure like this guy grew up as a noble, even though he was exiled, so he'd have at least enough charisma to command others.
Absolutely. So you're going to put...
So I'll put one in there first. I want to put in for my heritage Skirmish, because he was born in the Dagger Isles, and, it's not just a name. It's
perfect.
Yeah. I figure there's a lot of everyone has a dagger there, a ceremonial dagger, and that's kind of like a coming of age thing, maybe.
And some ability to use it. Perfect. All right, now 2 free dots.
2 free dots. I was going to actually put another one in command, because I want him to be a bit of a dickhead, basically. And one in What's prowl again?
So prowl is moving carefully and quietly.
I think prowl as something that he probably picked up in his time in exile.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Cool.
All right. Now on each of your sheets in the bottom hand corner, there's a nice section marked special abilities.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, I'm afraid it's the leech. You have a particularly large
Alchemist.
stack of them. You're going to pick one of them. The one at the top is sort of considered the basic one, and if you have any sort of like if none of the others are really jumping out at you, you're not sure, just go with that one. I have to admit, Sage, that given the top one is also called Alchemist, and you're an alchemist in training, it seems the logical choice for you.
Or maybe I did, like, subconsciously.
So cool. Chris,
Survivor.
Look through. Survivor.
I want to be a survivor.
Beautiful.
He was not. It was not a nice exile. And he's learned how to survive.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So you've actually got an extra
stress box.
Stress box.
Does
How's
it?
that? I'm just going to check to see if that went on automatically. No. It just means that the first trauma box is just going to be just normal stress for you. Good for you. Alrighty. Next thing to do is you're going to pick a friend and a rival. On the right-hand side, beneath your attributes, your actions, sorry, you're going to find a little section called Deadly Friends or Clever Friends, depending on your sheet. That's right.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Deadly Friends.
So it's a name and a very brief description. Pick one of them to be a friendly contact and the other one to be a rival. You'll click the up button for your friend and the down button for your rival.
Do we rename them, or do we?
No. Well, you can if you really want to. I'm just given that we're just doing this to learn how to do things. I would suggest, unless you've got a really strong feeling. Mm-hmm. So, Chris, you've chosen Steiner the Assassin as your rival. Mm-hmm. Makes sense as a noble on the run, and Valeris a spy as your friend.
Yeah, he's my best bud.
Totally. And over here, Sage has got a corpse thief called Eckerd as a friend.
Cool. I figure it's like a university and stealing grave robbing for the medical department.
Mm-hmm.
And
love it.
Melista, a priestess, as an enemy.
I just wanted my rival to be a woman.
Because he hates women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now we get to the really, really tough bit. You need to pick a name, an alias, sort of, your cool street name, and your look, just a brief, short sentence describing your character. And Sage, don't forget to add in a strange physical attribute. I believe you suggested tail.
Yes.
And then we're going to choose oops, I missed a step, but do that first, and then we'll choose your vice.
Did my name have to rhyme? Did you say that earlier?
No, it really doesn't.
Was that a joke?
Yeah, it's good.
Thought that was important.
No,
I don't remember saying anything about rhyming names.
Oh.
I mean, it's possible I've had a little bit of miniature stroke, and that's not implausible given my blood pressure. But no, just your alias needs to be a cool street name. I mean, you could go by Jeff the Alchemist, the Leech, but I don't think we're going to get a lot of, attention. Jeff's a fine name. It's just not,
Okay, I did mine.
Cool. All right, so you are, please.
I am Skelor Aktunen, and my alias is Worm. And his look is once handsome, now scarred, angry twink.
Perfection.
The keyboard noise is amazing. Whoever's doing that, thank you.
It's how long is this description, mate?
I don't know. You told me to
stop it, Sage.
Is that good?
You're writing a novel here. Come on.
Did I do well? Where is it?
That's so good. Okay.
So, Sage, if you'd like to introduce yourself from there.
Like tell you?
Yeah, you have to introduce yourself.
So name, your alias, and your look, please.
I'm Jumbie Clemzord. They call me the Fiddler because of the way I'm always fiddling with tools and such. And I'm really like dark academia and cool, and I've got a little like waft of hair over one of my eyes, and I wear glasses, and I'm a little wide and like tall, like big, but you can tell it's in like a muscle way. And I have a cool tail, and everyone likes it, and it's red. The tail is red.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Cool. I think you'll find that the attitude towards your tail varies wildly. All right.
I don't like
last thing to do is choose your vice. This is how you recover stress, which we're not going to do today, but let's just pick it anyway for funsies.
This is like in Darkest Dungeon.
This is just like in real life.
So either through faith, gambling, through luxury, obligation, if that needs description, it's for when you there's a family member or a cause, an organization, a charity that you work with, the pleasure, stupor, or something weird, like, I don't know, you experiment with strange essences or consort with rogue
Playing
spirits.
With my tail.
Do
weird
rituals,
like that
sort of thing.
Not weird as in strange. Okay.
Oh, like magic.
Magic, but it could also be like, as an alchemist, maybe you make the weirdest concoctions and try them out for yourself.
Wait, I want to do that.
Yeah,
that's good. I like that.
Then do that. So you would type in weird and then experiment with strange concoctions on self or something like that. Concoction taste tester, perfect. Chris or Skelor Aktunen.
Is your alias Worm?
Obligation.
Why is your alias Worm? That's cool. I like that.
I don't know. I thought it was cool. Okay. No. Hold on. Okay. Obligation is a family obligation. I have to copy what I remember from a particular genealogical tome. And it's something that I have to do by myself, and that's what relaxes me.
Cool. Beautiful. Love it. So what you have now are 2 completed characters. I know we haven't covered everything that's on that sheet, but we will when we jump into our little brief mini adventure. However, the thing that makes Blades in the Dark and its various variations, sounds awful and reductive, but there it is that you're not just making a character. Together, you're making a crew. On your character sheet, directly above where it says your playbook, so Leech and Hound, there is a button marked Character Mode. If you click onto that, it will switch you into Crew Mode.
I'm in it.
And Sage will be showing, I'm sure. So directly above where it says Leech, perfect. Oops, for some reason yours already says Bravos. Let me just get rid of that. Sage, you don't worry about too much, because what's going to happen is you actually have to do this together. Your crew sheets will actually have to be identical because you're both in the same crew.
Okay, cool.
They do not. This is a very cool and powerful little program, but this is actually going to have to be done with some cooperation between the two of you, which I'm sure will be super easy.
Sage, what should be the name of our crew?
Before we do that, you pick your crew type.
Ooh.
So there are assassins, which are killers for hire that, remove people in sort of fatal ways. Bravos are mercenaries and thugs that, battle and extort, sabotage and smash. There are cults, acolytes of a forgotten god that, steal artifacts and do auguries and other strange things. I'm going to encourage you not to do a cult unless you're really wanting to do it, just because it will make life a little more difficult for today.
Cult.
There are hawkers, which are vice dealers that procure products and then sell them to people that are definitely drugs and other similarly illegal things. Shadows are thieves and spies, and smugglers, who are smugglers. What would you like to be?
I think I want to be a drug gang. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's be. What are those called?
Hawkers. Hawkers.
Where do we-
So you'll need to type.
Like Hawk and Tour.
That's right.
Where?
Yes. So where it says
Like
crew,
That's cool.
it's similar, but different.
So
where it says crew, if you'd like to type HAWKERS, Hawkers, and then hit enter.
Oh, it did something.
Oh my god.
Ciao. Yes. So it's already sort of filled some things into you. So, for example, you'll find that your lair is already considered secure by 1 point, and that you can train resolve whilst you're as a downtime action, which we're not going to cover today because we're just doing the basics here. However, the next step is to pick a... Where are we? Initial reputation and lair. So next to name is reputation. I'm going to read out some of these suggested reputations to start from. If you guys think of something different, we'll go with that instead. But the suggested choices are ambitious, brutal, daring, honourable, professional, savvy, subtle, and strange.
Yeah.
Strange.
I think we're a bit odd.
So,
Strange.
you're both strange?
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
I think that tracks. So in reputation, right, strange.
Okay.
That effect basically means that is it has the non-game effect of people will see you guys as strange and react to you that way. But also, whenever you do an operation, a job, in a manner that is strange, you get extra XP.
Of course.
You'll also need to briefly describe what your lair is. Is it a half-sunken grotto in the maze-like underground canals? Is it an abandoned watchtower? The back rooms of a merchant shop? An abandoned house? A rooftop shack?
Sage.
I'm all ears.
Okay. How about a disused houseboat?
That's good. That's actually really good.
Perfect.
Do we just write that?
Love it.
Yeah.
All right. So in lair, you're right. Disused houseboat. Most of this stuff isn't going to come up today, but I want you to get the whole, most of the experience here.
We've got to sell this houseboat.
We've got to sell enough drugs so we have enough money to get rid of this houseboat. Like properly, like through the proper channels.
Yeah, absolutely.
Through the proper channels, yeah. We want to go straight.
Channels, like on the water.
All right. So we're going to then establish where you're doing all this work, and where you're based.
Channel.
I'm going to decide this for you. So you are in the 6 Towers ward, and the ward boss is the Black Scratch.
Like pool? Scratch like pool?
Sorry? Scratch.
Why is he called the Black Scratch? Or she?
Well, the Black Scratch is the name of both the gang and the leader of the gang, and that's the sort of thing that if we were playing this for reals, you'd want to investigate and you discover. Because Aaron doesn't have an answer for you.
Cool
I just
too.
think it's a cool name.
Pool.
You know, like
billiards.
you know, like the Bloods. You know, like the Bloods and their boss, the Bloods.
Well, their boss, Mr. Blood. Yeah.
Mr. Bloods.
Right. Now,
that's good.
here's where you actually have to make another little choice. You do start with, and I'm going to put this on each of your sheets just to make with. Beneath the little grid where it has layer and all that sort of jazz, there's a little section marked coin. You'll see I've just put 2 dots in there because you do start with 2 coin. Now, it doesn't literally mean 2 coins. It's an amount of money is worth a coin. And at this point, you now have to decide how your relationship with the Black Scratch is. If you pay them off for giving, to have permission to hawk your wares in 6 Towers, you give them 1 coin, so you'll scratch off 1 coin, and you'll have average status with them. You can pay both of your coins and get +1 status with them, or you can keep all your money and you'll actually start with a -1 status. They don't like you very much.
I think we're weird.
Yeah. So
Hold on to
All
your
of
money.
it?
yeah.
All right then.
Well, I don't know. Like, should we just give them? Okay, here's the thing. I don't want to get jumped by this.
No, me
guy's
neither.
guys. So, what if
We
we
give him one coin. But what we
And
also
they'll-
do is we're so weird that we're going to try and impress him a little bit. That's my idea.
Oh, I'm going to do a coin trick.
With the other coin that we're not giving him.
Yeah. And I was like, is a better coin. This is an even better coin.
All right, so I'll just take the 1 off and we'll...
Thank you.
Ciao. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Now you've got to pick a crew special ability. So again, if there's one that you guys can't decide on, we'll just go with the top one, which is the Silver Tongues. You get to add +1 action rating to either command, consort, or sway.
So what are you good at? What are your? Do you have any of the speaky
I have
ones
one
that
of
are
the
good?
speaky ones.
You have one in sway, and
You've got sway, and
Chris has 2 in command.
This could be useful. We could basically like roll in and
Talk your way through shit.
talk
Yeah.
our way through shit.
I think that'd be good.
All right.
Do you want
So
to do
we'll go
that?
with Silver Tongues.
We're weird and we have weird
Okay.
tongues.
All right. All right. So
Mine's ribbed.
put your dot in Silver Tongues there, Sage. All right.
Didn't.
In the crew upgrades section, which is just to the right of the grid, where it has lair, quality training, and cohorts, you've already got secure and resolve. You get to pick 2 more upgrades. So if you have a lair upgrade like carriage or boat, I'm going to encourage you to take 1 point in boat because you said that your lair was a houseboat.
Yeah.
So
I think we should
I
do
would
that.
encourage.
Do we also, can we get tools?
Oh, that's what you. Yeah. Okay, that's what you mean. I was looking at the wrong part. Okay.
it's all good.
So it's under. So, sorry. So we're doing lair.
Well, these are. So you get to
so
pick
these
2 of all of these boxes: lair, quality, training, and cohorts. So if you click on tools, that actually increases the quality of your tools. At the moment, you are a tier 1 crew. And if you increase your tool quality, then they are baseline tier 2 tools, which are quite
Father,
difficult to
I don't
say.
remember your character's name.
Another.
But I don't want to be I don't want to be a tier 1 crew. I want to make it up in the world, and I think we need tools. I think tools are good for me.
Yeah. My name's Skellor.
No, you're Worm.
You
Yeah,
can just go
I
with
can remember
Worm
that.
and
Worm and
Fiddler.
Fiddler.
All right.
That's a hell of an
All
evening.
right, fiddler. Yeah. So what do you want? Do you want boat and tools?
Yeah, I want button tools.
Yeah, boat and tools. Okay, we did boat and tools.
All right. Now, normally at this stage, I'm just going to show you the page. We're not going to go through it all just because it's useful in a full campaign and bits and pieces, and I want you guys to get a feel for it. Oh, hold on. Let's do your context actually before we do that. So on the right-hand side, next to that section we just filled in, it's got a list of contacts. Pick one of those as a favored contact.
Like each of us picks one, or we both pick one?
Actually, no, you pick one. Something's just going to appear on your sheet. Just want to see what's going on here. Normally you'd pick, what we'd be doing in a second is we'd look at the various factions within the game, and you'd pick some that already like you and some that already dislike you. You have to pick some to like and dislike you. And then you'd pick your sort of contacts, and they relate to that, how you're, you have some bonuses and negatives. I'm just going to make it nice and simple. Pick one that likes you a little bit and one that doesn't. That's still a contact, just starts with a somewhat negative opinion of you.
But like for the gang. For the
gang. So you both have to agree on this. It's not each.
Okay.
I think we need a smuggler,
Sage.
but I don't know if he needs to like us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he can like us. Yeah. Let's be liked by the smuggler.
Mhm.
But let's be disliked by a blue coat, because that's not a real job.
That's the name for the police.
No, let's be disliked by the. I mean, that makes sense.
Let's be disliked by let's be disliked by the police. Oh, how do we make
That's
it?
right.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep. You've Sage has already got it. I'm just putting liked or
See, I'm good at games.
liked or disliked in.
I'm taking
in there.
initiative.
Love it. Alrighty. So as I say, I'm just going to
We did it, guys. We've
just
bladed.
make sure I've got everything here.
We've done Blades in the Dark.
Cool. So back when that button will be pressed from character to crew mode, if you press it one more time, you'll then go to what's called the faction page.
Wow.
I'm in there.
So there's a really great way of just filling it in with the stuff that's just from the core book, which is what I've done to give you sort of a shape of things. What you would have done is you'd be picking a certain number of these to have, like, generally speaking, Error just has a neutral feeling towards you because you're tiny, you're a tier 1 crew. But you'd pick a couple that would like you and a couple that would dislike you. We're not going to do that. Obviously, through the course of the campaign, as you take actions, some factions would start to like you more, other factions would start to like you less, and that's You can eventually go to war with factions that can make life very difficult for you. A lot of fun. I love how a lot of the story can just be sort of told by you bouncing off all these various different groups. But obviously for today, we're not going to do that. Cool.
Okay, what's next, GM?
Next, GM, I'm going to take you through a very, very simple adventure.
Yes.
We get to adventure in this one?
If, Sage, you want to click on Tinker, and Chris, if you wanted to click on Hunt for me.
Okay.
So it'll immediately pop up with a box that'll ask you what your position is, and there's a little drop down there. Now, the three options are... and this is where I'm going to describe sort of some of the base rules here. Actually, before I go into the position, so just leave that box up for a second. So you're rolling D6s. A 1, 2, or a 3 is a fail. When you fail, not only have you not succeeded in what you're doing, but some complication is going to occur. If you get a 4 or a 5, you succeed, but a complication will also occur. And if you roll a 6, you succeed, no complications, bully for you. When you're rolling multiple dice, because you'll roll a number of dice equal to your number of dots, you're just picking the highest amount. If you manage to roll double 6s, you get a critical, which generally means something extra good happens. You'll clear some stress, or you'll be in a better position, that sort of jazz. Now, where does position comes in? As you'll notice in this box, it immediately starts you at the risky position. This is the normal position for somebody in the Bladesinthedark to be in. If you're rolling dice, it's because generally things are potentially risky. It means that if you fail, the complications can be quite bad. If you succeed with complications, they can be like painful or difficult. And if you roll your 6, you're good to go. Now, you might have, because you've done really well with setting things up, or you've had a critical with a previous effect, or you've just been very smart, which I think is unlikely in this particular instance.
Whoa.
You might...
Hey, man.
You might find yourself in a controlled position. And what that means is that your danger is low. So, for example, if you need to sneak past a guard, if that guard is, he's been there for a week and nothing's really happening, but he's doing his job, he's looking around, that would be a risky roll. If, however, somebody has set up a situation where there's a carnival going past, a little parade, and that's distracting him, well, then the situation to sneak past him is probably controlled because he's not paying a lot of attention to you. The converse of that is if you're in a desperate position. Perhaps whilst you're getting into this place, you alerted so you're breaking into another rival crew's location, and they're already aware that you're coming in. They know you're going to come in at some point, so they've put their crew on alert. So now trying to sneak past this guard who knows somebody's coming tonight is now desperate. Now, that means when things go wrong, you're rolling those complications. Those complications can be very bad. They can be serious injuries. They can be massive complications. They can be both. However, every time you make a desperate roll, you get experience. So there's some benefits to that.
That's really good.
All right. Choose risky, because that's the standard standard one.
And just submit.
Effect.
And submit, yes. Now we'll ask you effect. So 90% of the time we're going to have standard effect. That equivalent to 2 points on a clock. I'll explain those later. You'll see them in action. Things are going normally. I'm going to stab another underworld crew person with my dagger, and he's going to try and defend with his dagger. Standard effect. I've got my shitty lockpicks because I'm slightly less shitty because you've got excellent tools. So you're breaking into a decent lock. You've just got a standard effect. However, there are times when you might have in the drop down either limited or great. Yes, there is extreme and zero. I'll cover those very briefly. Limited effect means you're struggling. Yes, you've got your fine tools, but you're breaking into the best safe in town, like a bank vault or something like that. Doesn't matter how, your tools are just nowhere near good enough. You're going to have limited effect. It's going to take you a lot longer to do this, if at all. Sometimes, however, you've got your very fine tools and you're breaking into somebody's backyard shed and the lock is absolutely rubbish. You could probably pick it with a toenail, in which case you're going to have great effect. So you'll get Yes, more ticks of a box with great effects. You might overcome complications easily. Extreme and zero effect is, well, look, Worm has a crossbow and he wants to stop a boat by shooting it. Well, I'm afraid your as wherever it stands to start with is zero effect. There is no practical way to stop a boat with a crossbow bolt. Now, you can change the situation somehow that might be able to make it limited or something like that, but that's where it stands. Extreme effect is very rare, but if you manage to arrange a situation where, I don't know, you're going to drop a piece of masonry on like a general guy, that might have extreme effect and crush them completely. These are very rare situations. So hit standard and submit. Bonus dice. So the standard ways to get bonus dice, you can take 2 points of stress and add 1 bonus dice, or you can have somebody help you out. The other member of your team can spend 1 stress, describe how they're helping you, and then you get to add 1 bonus dice. In this particular instance, now, so just bear in mind, that means that even if you've got no dots in an ability, it means that with a little bit of help and some stress, you've still got 2 dice to roll. So that's pretty awesome. In this particular instance, no bonus dice, so just hit submit on that. Now you'll actually see in the chat your roll has come up.
Where's the chat?
I've got a 2 and a 6.
So where you've got your journal open, you need to go back up to the top of that and change it over to the first tab. Beautiful. And you'll see that your rolls are there. Now you've got Chris has rolled a 2 and a 6, and Sage has rolled a 6 and a 1. You That's pick cool. your highest, which is in this case both a 6. Fantastic. You're you did it. Hurrah, hurrah.
We killed the policeman. Now to hide his body.
These are
I'm
things
going
that
to
happen.
tinker with him.
That is
Fiddle, if you will.
All right. So that's the basic thing. That's 90% of the rolls. There are a couple of fun rolls, and Indeed we'll be starting with what's called an engagement roll.
I don't know. I don't think I know you guys well enough for that.
We're not in the right state for that.
You can tell by the way
of mind.
You haven't even been drinking.
No.